maintain your value, and never explain your cost. There comes a time in life when you must stop explaining yourself, stop justifying your worth, and start standing firm in who you are. The truth is, people who truly value you don't need an explanation, and those who don't will never accept one. Your worth is not up for debate. It's not a negotiation. You are not a bargain to be haggled over. You are an investment, and investments don't chase, they attract. The biggest mistake people make is trying to convince others of their value. They lower their standards, adjust their boundaries, and shrink themselves just to be accepted. But true confidence comes from knowing that your value does not decrease just because someone else fails to see it. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." You don't need validation to be valuable. Your value comes from within, not from opinions, not from circumstances, and certainly not from the approval of others. So stop explaining your cost. If someone doesn't see your value, let them walk away. The right people, the right opportunities, and the right success will always recognize your worth. And when you hold your ground, you'll attract exactly what you deserve. One of the greatest acts of self-respect is refusing to lower your standards for people who refuse to raise theirs. When you compromise your value to fit into spaces that don't deserve you, you lose yourself in the process. A diamond doesn't beg to be recognized, it shines regardless of who notices. You must carry yourself with that same energy. Your worth is not something to be debated, negotiated, or explained. 2. Many people spend their lives trying to prove themselves to those who will never appreciate them. They beg for respect, chase love, and seek validation, only to be left drained and unfulfilled. But real power comes when you stop explaining your cost. You don't owe anyone a justification for why you demand respect, why you refuse to settle, or why you choose to walk away from situations that no longer serve you. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." So decide to be someone who values themselves enough to set high standards and never apologize for it. When you stand firm in your worth, the right people will respect it and the wrong ones will remove themselves. Either way, you win. Your energy is your most valuable asset. Where you invest it determines the quality of your life. If you keep explaining yourself to people who don't respect you, you're wasting energy that could be used to build yourself up. Confidence isn't about proving your worth to others. It's about knowing your worth so deeply that their opinions no longer shake you. Look at the most successful and respected individuals in the world. They don't chase approval. They don't explain why they demand excellence. They simply show up, deliver, and let their results speak for them. When you carry yourself with confidence, people either respect you or remove themselves. Either way, you win. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." That's the key. You must protect your authenticity, even when the world pressures you to conform. You don't need to explain why you dream big, why you work hard, or why you refuse to accept mediocrity. You simply need to keep moving forward, focused on your purpose. Those who truly value you will never ask you to justify your worth. And those who don't, they were never meant to walk beside you in the first place. The moment you stop explaining yourself, you'll notice something powerful. Those who truly value you will never demand explanations. They will respect your choices, your boundaries, and your standards. The wrong people, however, will try to manipulate you, guilt you, and make you feel unworthy just because you refuse to lower your price. Think about it. Do the most successful people in the world explain why they charge what they charge, why they move the way they do, or why they choose to be selective with their time? No. They know their value, and the right people recognize it too. You don't need to justify your standards to those who are unwilling to meet them. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." That means you decide how the world treats you by the way you carry yourself. When you walk in self-respect and confidence, you naturally attract those who align with your energy. Stop begging to be understood. Stop explaining your journey to people who were never meant to walk it with you. The right people will see your worth, and the wrong ones will fade away. Keep building. Keep rising. Let your value speak for itself. Your time and energy are your most valuable resources. Once wasted, you can never get them back. That's why you must guard them with everything you have. The world will constantly try to pull you into distractions, into meaningless debates, into proving yourself to people who don't even matter. But here's the truth. Your value does not decrease just because someone fails to recognize it. Think of the most successful and confident people. Do they explain their every move? Do they waste time convincing others of their worth? No. They focus on their growth, their vision, and their purpose. They don't allow outside noise to dictate their actions. You must do the same. If something or someone is draining your energy without adding value to your life, cut them off. If you find yourself constantly justifying your dreams, your prices, or your standards, stop. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." That's why you must protect your energy. Don't let people with small minds talk you out of big goals. Stay focused. Your success will be your response. Your results will be your proof. The right people will understand. The wrong ones were never meant to stay. Confidence isn't about arrogance or seeking approval. It's about knowing your worth and moving with purpose. The moment you stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand, you gain a power most never will. People will try to define you, box you in, or undervalue you. But none of that matters when you know who you are. The most powerful individuals don't beg for recognition. They don't seek validation. They let their actions do the talking. When you walk with confidence and stay true to your path, people will notice. Some will admire you, some will envy you, and some will try to bring you down. But remember this, your success is not up for debate. You don't need to convince anyone of your value. You need only to prove it through your results. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm." That enthusiasm must come from within. It's not about making others believe in you. It's about believing in yourself so deeply that no rejection, criticism, or doubt can shake you. Stay on your path. Keep growing. Keep building. Let your work speak louder than any words ever could. Because at the end of the day, those who truly see your value will never ask you to prove it. The greatest mistake you can make is letting others dictate your worth. When you know your value, you no longer chase approval. You no longer beg to be understood, and you never lower your price just to be accepted. You are not for everyone, and that's perfectly fine. The right people will recognize your worth without you having to explain it. Those who question your value were never meant to walk your path. Let them misunderstand you. Let them judge you. Let them doubt you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you stay focused on your journey, building yourself up every single day. The strongest people don't explain their cost, they simply deliver results. They invest their energy into growth, into success, into becoming the best version of themselves. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." So, be yourself unapologetically, work on your goals in silence, move with confidence. And most importantly, never shrink yourself to fit someone else's small perception of you. If you found this message inspiring, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Here, we focus on self-growth, confidence, and personal success. Stay with us for more powerful content that keeps you motivated and focused on your path. Remember, your value is not up for negotiation. Own it, live it, and never explain it.